But everything, honestly, Carly, was just flat. The whole thing fell flat in that the track for me was I was a very codependent. I can use that word now because I can see the model that it was from a bird's eye view. Very codependent child. My mother did everything for me. And that was her way of showing me love. Being a single mother and raising me without the support of a father, she wanted to do the best she could. And so she almost overcompensated by doing everything. So if I didn't want to do my homework, she was at the table doing it for me. If I didn't want to go to school, that's fine. You can stay home today. If I didn't want to be in a certain commitment, it's fine. You can cancel it. You don't need to commit to anything. And at the time, as a young adult, it was incredible. I got everything that I ever wanted all the time. And then looking back, I can see where I wasn't in integrity. I wasn't working towards things that I actually desired. I didn't suffer or struggle ever. I just had everything handed to me. And then I fall in love immediately after being in the nest from my family into college with this man who essentially repeated that same pattern for me. Do everything for me, give me everything that I want. I didn't have to make any decisions in that relationship. He controlled the finances, he directed our hobbies, our friend group, our travels. I was fully hands off all the time. And it wasn't until I would say year 7 or 8 that this part of me started to come online that craved autonomy and independence. I just started to get this ping. And it started off as a whisper, right? This internal, who are you? Who are you without this man? Who are you just outside of being a wife, outside of being a business owner? It was so clear that I was living my life for everyone else. And that whisper started to become more of an audible shout. And then it became a scream that you have to figure out who you are outside of this relationship. And that didn't necessarily mean divorce at the time, but I had this really primal desire to know who I was and my desires because I was just in this cycle of I do this for you, I do this for us. And there was no I in any of that. And once that voice started to come online, it was very clear. It was as if I saw the future that there was going to be a path in which I started to know who I was again. And I was very willing to do that at whatever cost because I finally saw that I was worthy of knowing who that was.